And I think it's very important for everybody to be engaged because that everybody's on the same page.
It's about, who's willing to change gears at the right time.
Go out, go have fun, and just take it to them.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Faith Flanagan Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's lacrosse coach Faith Flanagan. And Faith, coming off a tough battle last time against Charleston, you don't come out on the winning end, but there was a fight throughout. Talk about that game with the Golden Eagles and what happened.
Yeah, I think right now one of our biggest struggles is playing a full game. My goal for the girls that game was to improve from the last. They did improve. Our halftime score was better than last time. Last time we played Charleston, it was a 3-goal differential. This time they were only up by 1. Our only issue is we didn't score at all in the second half, and with that being said, we can't win a game when we're not scoring.
And the early portion of the game, your defense really held them at bay, as you said. They only held them to, I believe, 1 goal through the first quarter. Talk about that defensive effort early and what went into that.
Yeah, I mean, defense, I can't complain about them. They played a full game. They played in heat, and the ball was majority on the defensive end. They slid quick, they crashed quick, they communicated, and our goalie made the stops that we needed her to make. Sadly, again, in that second half is when we started taking those penalties, and there's only so much I can ask defense when they're playing a 7v5 or a 6v7.
And leading the way so far through these last couple games, Trinity Rose, she's been on fire. She has 10 goals in her last 2 games. Talk about her and kind of how she's kind of grown throughout her junior year.
Yeah, I just told her, I said, hey, like you played amazing last season, but this season you've taken on this different role and you're like, hey, we need someone to do it. I'm going to go do it. And her IQ has improved so much that she's recognizing, hey, this is when I need to take the cut to have myself open so I can take that shot and get that goal. Or I'm actually going to drive. Trinity's not a driver, and she's now recognizing I can drive, I can put it in the back of the net, so I think a little bit more confidence there too.
And one of the players on the defensive end who's flown under the radar a little bit, Cameron Deshoe. She's had a ton of caused turnovers this year playing in front of G. Talk about her and kind of how she's led that front line of the defense.
Yeah, so Cam was having a little bit struggles at the beginning of the year, and we were talking through it, and I'm like, Cam, I know the defensive player that you are. We need to find that and dig it in again. And she's dug in, and she's now back to the Cam I know and playing that strong defense. And you ask her to put pressure on girls, you ask her to get those ground balls, you ask her to be that player, she's going to go out there and be that player.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's lacrosse coach Faith Flanagan. And Faith, heading into this week, Wednesday, you're back at Frostburg State. Obviously, you've played them once at home. What did you learn from that game that you're going to take into game 2 and try to get that score a little bit closer?
Yeah, I mean, Frostburg, they're more athletic than us. They have the speed. The biggest thing for Frostburg is they seem to have slow starts. So we have to have one of our fast starts, which we have had in Point Park, and we had it in Charleston, D&E second quarter. Like, if we can bring that to the beginning of Frostburg, I think we absolutely have the opportunity to at least keep the score close or even come out with a win. And the other thing is like recognizing, yeah, they're going to beat us with speed. So no, we can't play our high pressure that we like to play on our ride. We're actually going to have to drop back against them to make sure we're avoiding those fast breaks happening.
And looking at this game, obviously you're going to be on the road, coming down to the end of the regular season, looking for that playoff spot. Talk about how the girls are focusing one game at a time and not letting the playoff picture kind of consume them.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things is after Charleston, like we've had back-to-back games, I looked at the girls and I said, hey, what is the most beneficial thing for you right now? Do you need Monday off, or do you want to work on the things that we need to work on so we can go beat Frostburg? And my girls raised their hand and said, no, coach, we want to practice. So I think they truly do believe in themselves, and they go, no, we got some things we got to fix, and if we can fix those things, yeah, we can play Frostburg and try and go for that win. And then their whole focus right now is Frostburg, and they want to get that win, and then they have a little bit of time off, which I think will be beneficial before Point Park, and hopefully we can go have a good game there too.
And finally, after playing a long road stretch, you've gotten the benefit of playing at home here in the last couple of games. You were home last time out. You have your home game against Point Park coming up. Talk about how big that is to kind of get to end the season at home heading into that playoff round.
Yeah, it's really fun, and we get to play at home for our senior day, so I think it's just like that good vibes, good energy right before going into playoffs, that we get to have that one more last fun hurrah game, because us girls always talk about how next year we're never going to have this group of girls again, and it truly is a really special group of girls, and they bonded so well. They have such a great culture that I think it's going to be really fun, and the crowd's going to get wild, and it's just going to be an overall great day.
Thanks, Faith. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
And I think it's very important for everybody to be engaged because that everybody's on the same page.
It's about, who's willing to change gears at the right time.
Go out, go have fun, and just take it to them.